All right, your name is Hard. I thought it was Tamara.
It is.
Oh, not Hard?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, today after school tutorials, I have Tamara here with me. She's going to help me out as we practice some multiplication. Are you ready, Tamara?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to do like that kind? Or do you want to do that kind? That kind. All right, we'll start with the having a one-digit factor. Okay? And if you need, you've got a multiplication chart over there. Here, let me move it for you. Because if you can divide, if you can multiply, then you can divide. And if you have a multiplication chart and you can multiply by one-digit numbers, then there's really no difficulty at all. Okay? So 7 times 7 is 49. And anytime we're in class and we're working on multiplication, I want you to use your chart. Okay? If you use your chart, you're going to get them right. Okay, so we have a 9 in the ones place, a 4 in the tens place. 7 times 8 is 56 plus 4, 60. So it's 609. Make sense? We can check it. We'll go ahead and check it with division. Division is the inverse operation. It's the opposite. So we have a factor times a factor gives us the product.
So 609 divided by 7.
Yes. 609 divided by 7. This is my dividend and this is my divisor. Okay? And we're going to get the quotient. We want our quotient to be the same as this right here. That's what we want. Okay, and if you know your multiplication, and you have the chart in front of you if you need it, does 7 go into 6? No. So I'm not going to have a number above that 6. Does 7 go into 60? Yes. As long as the number is bigger, then it's going to go in, which means my answer is going to be 2 digits. Okay? So how many times does 7 go into 60? All you do is look at your multiplication chart, look in the row that starts with 7, and go down until you find the number closest to 60 that doesn't go over 60. 8, good. And what is 7 times 8?
7 times 8.
56. And then we have 60, subtract 56.
60 to
Subtract 56.
60
Is 4, because we borrow that. That's a 5. And 10 minus 6 is 4. Bring down our 9. How many times does 7 go into 49? Look at your chart again. Look at the 7 row. And go till you get close to 49, but not bigger than 49. 7. Good. And 7 times 7 is? 49. Excellent. Subtract and we get a 0. Okay? So we're practicing. All multiplication is, no matter how big it is you're multiplying one digit times one digit. So if you know your one digits, it could be 4,286 times 4,389. And you'll look at it and you go, ah, but it's just one digit at a time. So if you don't freak out, no matter how big it is, you're going to be golden. So let's do another 3-digit by 1 digit this time. 851 times, let's go 9. So we have 851 times 9. My factor of 851, my factor of 9, and then I'm looking for my product. Okay, so you got your 9 row, right?
So 9 times 1 is 9.
Good, 9 times 1 is 9.
9 times 5 is 45.
45, excellent. Carry my 4 over to the hundreds place.
7 is 72, 9 times 8.
9 times 8 is 72, plus 4 is 76. All right. Cake, right?
Yes.
All right, let's try and divide it. And since you know how to multiply, you know how to divide. Too many times we panic and we're like, I can't divide. You can do any of the math. Might take you a time or two to try it, but you can do any math. All of you can do any math. Just you have to try and not quit. All right, so does 9 go into 7?
No.
No. Does 9 go into 76?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to have a number above the 6, a number above the 5, and a number above the 9. So I'm going to have something in the hundreds. Okay? So how many times does 9 go into 76? 8 times. And 8 times 9 is?
54.
No, 8 times 9.
Oh,
Look on your chart.
how many times is 8?
8 times 9.
72.
72. Awesome. Then we subtract. 6 minus 2 is?
4.
4. We bring down the 5. How many times does 9 go into 45?
5 times.
5 times. 5 times 9 is?
45.
45. Subtract, I get a 0. I bring down this 9. Every time I bring down a number, I got to put a number up here. So how many times does 9 go into 9?
1 time.
1 time. And 1 times 9 is 9. We subtract and we get 0. So our quotient, which means the answer to a division problem, is the same as this factor. So that means we did it correctly. We're going to do a 2-digit by a 2-digit, as long as I don't drop this. And I'm going to show you how extremely brilliant you are. Let's take... $63 times 27. So write that on your paper. 63 times 27. So it's written on your paper. You with me? All right. We're doing the same thing. I'm multiplying one number at a time. So as long as you memorize your 0 through 9s, or you use your multiplication chart, then you're golden. So what is 7 times 3?
21.
21. Put my 1 in my 1's place. I carry my 2 over to my 10's place. 7 times 6?
42.
42 plus 2 more?
44.
44. Okay? Now I'm done with my 1's place. So I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm done with my 1's place, which means since this is in the 10's place, I got to start in my 10's place, and that's why that 0 is there. Because this number's in the 10's place, so I want my first number here to be in the 10's place as well. And so I've already carried that, I've already used it. So now again, we're doing 1-digit multiplication. 2 times 3 is? 6. And we don't have anything to carry. 2 times 6 is? 12. But do you see how easy that is? You're doing 1 digit at a time. No matter how many numbers I have up there, you're still doing only 1 digit at a time. Okay, so we add 1, 10, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we get 1,701. That's your answer. Because we've already multiplied both of them through. I have 2 numbers here, that's why I have 2 lines. 2 lines of products.
Because you have 2 digits.
Yep, because I have 2 digits. Brilliant. Brilliant. You came in the first day of school, less than 3 weeks ago, and said, I'm not good at math, didn't you?
Yeah.
But you are. You got to believe in yourself. It may take you a little bit more time, but it doesn't matter. Okay? Let's look at another method and see how you understand this. We'll take 23 times 18. Okay? Let's take 18 and put it in expanded form. So what would 18 be in expanded form?
10
10
plus 8.
plus 8. Oh, I love how smart you are. Okay? So now if I multiply 23 times 10, and then 23 times 8, and add that together, so let's do that, because it's going to be the exact same thing. So let's take 23 times 10. Do you know, if you multiply something that has a 0 in the ones place, all you have to do is move that 0 down, and you're done with it. All you have to do is move it. It doesn't matter if it's 90, it's 70, it's 50. All you have to do is put that 0 down there, and then you can just move on to the tens place. And 1 times 3 is?
1 times 3 is 3.
3. 1 times 2 is?
2.
2. Okay, so we have 230.
So.
That's not my answer yet.
Okay.
So now what do I do? I multiply 23 times 8. See, I just take this number, put it in expanded form, multiply that twice through, and that's how it works. Now let me ask you a different question here. Is 23 times 8 going to be more than or less than 230? Less than. Because 23 times 10 was 230. So 23 times 8 is going to be smaller than 230. Okay? So what's 3 times 8? 24. Carry my 2 over to the tens place. 8 times 2?
16.
16 plus 2 more?
18.
18. And now I add these two together right here. So I have 230 plus 184. 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, 3, 4. So I think my answer is 414. If I broke it apart and put this number in expanded form and then multiplied this by both of these, and if we did all our multiplication right, it should be good. Okay? So now let's try it with the regular way. Okay? So what's 8 times 3?
8 times 24.
24. I carry my 2. What's 8 times 2?
8 times 2.
16 plus 2 more,
18.
18. Look, I multiplied my 8 times 23, and I got 184. Okay? Now, I'm done with my ones place. I'm done with what I carried already. Since I'm going to start in my tens place here, I need to have a blank in my ones place here. So now I go 1 times 3 is?
3.
1 times 2 is?
2.
And you notice this 230 is the same as this. Okay? That's why if you break it apart and put it in expanded form, then you just add those two numbers together. It makes it really, really easy. Because the multiplying with a 0 at the end saves you 4,287 years. I made that up. Okay, so 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, 3, 4. 414 here, 414 there. So that's my answer. That's my product to this problem. You want to check it? We can divide and check it. Let's do that. So we're going to take, our dividend is going to be 414. Do you want to divide it by 18 or 23? Your choice. 18. Okay? Is 18 going to go into 4? No. Is 18 going to go into 41?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to have a 2-digit number. All right, let's pretend, 18 is pretty close to what? Don't look at your multiplication chart, just think. If I gave you $18, that's almost how much money?
$19.
Almost 19. Can you count by 19s? I can't count by 9. But it's almost $20, right? And you can count by 20, right? Yes, you can. Can you count by 2s?
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, right? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. I'm doing the same thing, I just put a 0 at the end. Okay, just like when we had that 0 with the 10. All right, so how many times would 20 go into 40? Count by 20s. 20, 40. So 2 times, right? And now we need to do, we think 2 goes up here. I don't know my 18s. So when I'm dividing with the 2-digit divisor, I have to do some guessing and checking. Okay, it's just the way it is. So I want to see if I can get close to 41 without being over 41. Okay, so 8 times 2 is
8 times 2 is
16. 2 times 1 is
2.
plus 1 is
3.
3. So is 36 bigger than 41? No. Is it close to 41?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's probably 2. So now I have 2 times 18. I know it's 36 because I did it right here. And then I just subtract. Make that a 3. And 11 subtract 6 is 5. Good. And bring down my 4. Okay? How many times is 18 going to go into 54? We don't really know, do we? It's probably going to be more than 2, isn't it? Okay? So let's see what 18 times 3 is. And again, even though it's a 2-digit number, you're still only multiplying by a 1-digit number ever. That's all you're ever going to multiply because you're putting 1 digit in at a time. And some people are like 18 plus 18 plus 18 until they get to 414, and that takes forever. But if you just realize you're only putting 1 digit in at a time, so we only have 1 number here and we need 1 number there. So we're just doing 1 digit at a time. 8 times 3 is 24. Okay, my 2, 3 times 1 is, plus 2 is 5. Excellent. So that's 54, subtract 0. All right, just put it there. And did you fix the quiz? Okay, turn it in the tray and I'll get it changed as soon as I get a chance. Probably after school. Okay, and so 23, match 23 there. Okay, all good? All right, you want to try another one of the 2 digits? Or just a 2 by, or times 1 digit? Yeah, whatever you want. You're in charge here. All right, let's take... $89 times 47. Okay, again, we're doing 1 digit at a time. 9 times 7 is 63. Thank you, sir. 7 times 8. 56. 56 plus 6. 62. Okay? So you just multiplied 89 times 7. Golden, 623. Boom shakalaka, we got it. We're done with the ones place. We're done with what we carried there. We're going to start in the tens place, so we have to put a 0 there. Because we're basically multiplying by 40. Remember when I said if I multiply 89 times 40, all I'm doing is moving that 0 there and then multiplying by 4. Okay, so 4 times 9 is
36.
36. my 6, carry my 3. 4 times 8 is
32,
32, plus 3 more,
33, 34, 35.
35. Add it together, 3, 8, 11, 4,183. Make sense? I'm gonna stop the video and I'm gonna put one up and let you do it by yourself, okay? Boom shakalaka. Love y'all.